It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope vocab vid to step to. Let's hit it with Unit 2.
With criminal slang,
That's just the way that I talk, yo.
vocabulary spills, I'm ill. Speak with criminal slang,
That's just the way that I talk, yo.
vocabulary spills, I'm ill.
Alright, the first word in this unit is antics. It's a plural noun, and it means ridiculous behavior or actions, like the antics of the monkeys at the zoo were entertaining for everyone. Or the antics of Mr. Benedict's class were entertaining to everyone except Mr. Benedict. A way that you can remember antics is if somebody's really antsy, they're hyper, right? So antsy people might get involved in some crazy antics. The next word is avowed. It's an adjective. It means declared openly, without shame. Mr. Benedict is an avowed supporter of good education. A vow is like a solemn promise, like wedding vows. I vow to you that I will be a good husband or wife. So avowed means to declare, to promise, to state openly, to declare yourself a supporter of something. You're an avowed supporter. The next word is banter. It's both a verb and a noun. A verb, it means to engage in playful talk or teasing. My brother and I bantered back and forth about who was the better Mario Kart player. And in the noun form, it's simple. Banter just means that kind of talk, So we engaged in witty banter about who was the better Mario Kart player. Again, it's still me. The next word is bountiful. It's an adjective. It means plentiful, given abundantly. Mrs. DeLotel took in quite a bountiful harvest last week. The next word is congested. It's an adjective. It means overfilled, filled to excess, crowded, clogged. So in between periods, the hallways at Miami Valley can become very congested. This one's easy for a lot of people to remember because they know about congestion that comes along with a cold. Your nose is congested because it's clogged up, stopped up with snot, mucus. Gross. The next word is detriment. It means harm or loss or damage or something that holds you back. So you could say, during our group project, Billy was a detriment to the team because he didn't do any work and he fought with everyone else. So, or you could say, if you attack China, it may redound to your detriment when the rest of the world protests against you. Okay, the next word is durable. It can be an adjective or, less commonly, a noun, usually used in the plural form. As an adjective, durable means very sturdy, hard, difficult to break. If you make that furniture out of durable material, it will last longer. As a noun, you can say people often spend money on household durables like appliances that don't break easily. If you study French or any of the Romance languages at all, the French word for hard is dur, D-U-R. Okay, so durable things, D-U-R, dur, hard to break. The next word is enterprising. It's an adjective. It means energetic, willing and able to start something new. So you could say, John is an enterprising young man who is entering the new field of computer science with great gusto. All right, the next word is frugal. It's an adjective. It means economical, avoiding waste and luxury, scanty, poor. You could say Benjamin Franklin advocated a frugal lifestyle instead of one filled with luxurious foods and clothing. The next word is gingerly. It's an adjective and an adverb. It means proceeding with extreme caution. So you could say, Jessie walked gingerly on her broken ankle as she tried to get to the hospital. You could also say, difficult customers should be handling in a gingerly and caring manner. That would be the adjective form. Next word is glut. It's both a verb and a noun. The verb is to provide more than is needed or wanted, to provide with an oversupply. And the noun is just an oversupply, too much. So the verb would be, the marketplace has been glutted with terrible vampire movies. Or, if you wanted to use it as a noun, you could say, there is today a glut of bad entertainment clogging America's airwaves. The next word is Incognito. It's an adjective, an adverb, and a noun. So as an adjective or adverb, it means to be disguised, the state of being disguised. Mr. Benedict walked through the hallways incognito, wearing a scary mask, and no one knew who he was. Incognito can also mean the art of being disguised. So the con man or the bank robber was well versed in the art of safe cracking and incognito. I'm shooting this segment of the video incognito. Could you tell it was me? The next word is invalidate. It's a verb meaning to take away all force or effect. So you could say, the law that said witches should be burnt at the stake was invalidated when the new government entered the village. So if something is valid, that means it has force, it has effect, it is correct. If something is invalid, that means it doesn't have a force, that means it's not correct. So to invalidate something means to not make it valid anymore, to make it lose all force or effect. Invalidate. The next word is legendary. It's an adjective. It means relating to old stories, something more suited for ancient stories or ancient legends than real life. So you could say that Achilles was a legendary hero of Greek mythology. Or you could say that the Loch Ness Monster is a legendary beast who prowls a lake in Scotland. It's also a favorite catchphrase of Barney Stinson on the CBS sitcom How I Met Your Mother. Let's watch.
Audience, say it with me. Legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's going to be legendary. It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant because the second half of that word is dairy.
In this case, the word legendary is being used a lot like the way we use the word epic. You know, an epic is also like a legend. So, man, that party was epic. Man, that party was legendary. It means it was on a scale usually seen in myths or old stories that aren't real life. The next word is maim. It's a verb. It means to cripple, mar, mutilate, disfigure. Ew. So you could say that the warrior was maimed in battle when someone stuck a spear through his hand. The next word is minimize. It's a verb. It means to shrink down, to make smaller than before. So you could say you should always wear a seatbelt in your car to minimize the risk of injury in case of an accident. A good way to think about this, mini, the prefix mini, miniature, like the iPod mini. You could also think about your computer, where you minimize a window in your internet browser. It makes the window smaller, makes it dwindle away. Minimize. The next word is oblique. It means slanting or sloping, not straight, not direct. So the boxer's oblique blow didn't make a mark on his opponent. The next word is veer. It's a verb. It means to change direction quickly, to shift suddenly. Veer. So you could say, as we approached the telephone pole, my mother quickly veered to the right to avoid a collision. The next word is venerate. It's a verb. It means to hold in great respect, to look up to revere. So you could say, in some cultures, people venerate the oldest members of society. Another word that means something similar, the adjective form venerable. So you could say, he is a venerable member of our group, meaning he is respected. The last word in this unit is wanton. No, not wontons. Wanton. You can use it as an adjective or as a noun. So as an adjective, it means extremely cruel, lacking morals, extremely reckless. So Godzilla cut a path of wanton destruction through Tokyo until he was finally stopped. You could also use it as a noun and say a person with low morals, a person of bad repute, a person who's spoiled or ineffective. So you could say that the main character of the movie was a dashing, yet ultimately scurrilous wanton. And there you have it, all 20 words in Unit 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
I know you like the way I'm freaking it. I talk with slang and I'ma never stop speaking it.
Speak with criminal slang.
That's just the way that I talk, yo.
Vocabulary spills, I'm ill. Speak with criminal slang.
That's just the way that I talk, yo.
Vocabulary